Countless was the lead single for the deluxe compilation album of Story of Light. Huh, okay. That helps. I mean, already in this first couple frames, we've got a really, really vibrant pop of color, so. All right, let's see what we got. Countless.
한 발에 다가서면 두 발 물러섰고 셋을 주고 나면 내서 기대하고 우리 키스나면 너를 떠날 때를 기다린 건지 몰라 너를 원망하고 내게 투정하고 목소리를 대고 이내 포기하고 손을 꼽아가며 너와 다른 점을 세웠던 건지 몰라 어쩌면 난 너 아닌 또 다른 꿈을 꾼지 몰라 하지만 다시 그 꿈을 깨면 날 찾고 있잖아 그래 내게 네가 꼭 필요한 셀 수 없는 이유들이 남아있어 넌 나의 단어 나의 문장 나의 모든 너 다른 생각을 해도 꿈을 꿔도 결국 난 널 말하는 걸 수많은 별을 세며 꿈을 정하지 않아도 네 생각에 밤을 새 셀 수 없는 이유들이 남아있어 한 손을 빼려 하면 두 손으로 잡고 세차게 밀어내도 내 곁에 머물고 아무런 계산 없이 안아준 널 잠시 잊으려 한지 몰라 가슴이 두근대면 나의 손을 잡고 다리가 떨려오면 라디오를 켰고 박자를 세지 않고 춤을 추던 우릴 잊었던 건지 몰라 어쩌면 난 너 아닌 또 다른 꿈을 꾼지 몰라 알잖아 다시 그 꿈을 깨면 날 안고 있을 널 그래 아직 널 더 사랑할 셀 수 없는 이유들이 남아있어 넌 나의 단어 나의 문장 나의 모든 너 다른 생각을 해도 꿈을 꿔도 결국 난 널 말하는 걸 수많은 별을 세며 꿈을 정하지 않아도 네 생각에 밤을 새 셀 수 없는 이유들만 남아 알아 너 없인 안 되는 날난 알아 너 없인 꿈도 못 꾸는 날늘 그려왔었던 바래왔던 너라는 내 꿈들이 내겐 이미 현실이란 걸 넌 나의 단어 나의 문장 나의 모든 너 다른 생각을 해도 꿈을 꿔도 결국 난 널 말하는 걸 그렇던 깨기 싫은 꿈들을 다 포기해도 네 생각에 밤을 새 셀 수 없는 이유들이 남아있어 셀 수 없는 이유들이 남아있어 셀 수 없는 이유들이 남아있어
Okay, I got some questions. What makes this so? Hold on. So from a video standpoint, it's vibrant. It's a bop. It's fun. It's kind of lighthearted. But why is it a bookmark in the history of SHINee? Can you tell me that? This is why I bring you in on this. I can't just type that into Google. What is significant about this song? Even if it's not the video, what is significant about this song? The lyrics are a tribute to the fans for sticking with them. Okay, Noodle, I'm going to put a pin in your comment. Okay? And I'll tell you why in a second. Because it's a tribute to their fans for staying with them. They went from staring at each other to looking outward, too. I did notice that. And I wondered if that was just me overanalyzing or if it was just a neat shot. I don't know. It wraps up the trilogy and thanks fans for staying with them. Okay. So the reason I say to Noodle, I want to put a pin in your comment. When I asked about the significance of this song, and the first answer says it's a tribute to the fans. Here's why I pause on that. And I have talked about this before. So I tend to take these comments sometimes with a grain of salt until there's more of a pattern that kind of supports that comment. Because if there's anything I've learned being in this journey is that there are a lot of people who will run Mach speed towards this is for me, this is all about me. That ain't true. Sometimes it's true, but not always, right? I mean, I can't, and you know what I'm talking about, right? So that's why I'm like, well, hold on. Is this really a song about the fans or is it something else, right? So that's why I look for some type of collaboration. And then there's an agreement there. Okay, that makes sense. And it does make sense. Like I could see that. There was even one motion that Key made where when the camera is circling, he puts his hands together and kind of gives a little bit of a bow, like as a thank you. So that did kind of stick out to me, and it does line up with what you're saying. Yeah, see, that makes sense. So these being a trilogy, well, no, wait, hold on a second. That's not part of the trilogy. But Countless is kind of potentially, it's a moving forward, is what it sounds like. Because if the trilogy is Good Evening, I Want You, and then Our Page, and that's the trilogy that kind of packages all of that into one piece, then it would seem to make sense that Countless is the next step forward. It's the evolution outside of that package that the trilogy is to them actually moving forward. And I do like the concept that some of you are saying, which is they went earlier from looking into each other, staring at each other, to now they're looking outward and they're healing. They're moving forward. I like that. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just us and our perception and we're theorizing, but I do like that. I will say, there's part of me that's, you know how like when you say treat to a dog and they go, I do have a little bit of that response when so many of you say, it's a thank you for staying with us through all of that. Right? Because to me, I'm trying to picture, I'm trying to imagine people that would follow their music, consider themselves fans, and then when that happens, they leave? That just seems strange to me. Now, not to say that it didn't happen and it doesn't happen, and that there are people that fell off the boat when all that took place. Like, sure, I get that. People will surprise you sometimes. But at the same time, like if I'm going to simplify it incredibly, it does seem like the right thing to do for these guys to be like, hey, like thanks for still being here. Thanks for sticking by us. Not necessarily still being here like you left, but thanks for being part of our journey, and then part of our journey still, I think is probably what I'm trying to say. Now, Noodle says, this is why I go crazy when people pop up out of nowhere to comment sad things on otherwise happy or goofy or even sexy videos from SHINee. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Because one thing that somebody had mentioned was that when the group started to move forward, it was still a problem that, like, they couldn't do anything without people still like, oh, but this and oh, but that. And then it just like, it was like a tail that followed them. Put out a song, like you finally managed to kind of move forward a bit. You put out what it's a happy song. It's referencing this and this. And then everybody's like, well, not everybody, but enough people are like, yeah, but remember, yes, of course I remember, you know? So I don't know. I don't know if that's how much that is the case, but people are going to people, you know? People thought they were moving on too quickly. Man, isn't that just apropos? They'd already had a tour booked and they did it and they got hay for that. Yeah, and it seems like, honestly, and I feel like you can all agree with this because you've seen enough evidence. You end up in the public eye, it doesn't matter. It does not matter how good you are, how great you are, the extent that you go to do good things, there's going to be haters. There's going to be some space buttholes out there flying around, and they just can't wait. They can't wait to get their little fingers in you and start to like, oh, look, everybody, look. And then they're the one that took down the big good person that was, you know what I mean? Like, we're people. Everybody has flaws. Everybody makes mistakes. But it takes a special kind of asshole to like reach out and grab that one little thing and be like, hey, look, this thing that they did supersedes everything. That's just me. That's just my Sunday feeling. All right. So Countless is a thank you to the fans. That's a good bookmark. Thank you.